Because we need to sell ourselves.
Yeah, but I am a Cameroonian. I'm not French. I'm not Francophone. I will never be Francophone Cameroonian. I will never be Francophonized. My child will never be Francophonized.
You are just a Cameroonian.
You understand? I'm a Cameroonian who loves this country passionately,
right,
and who's trying to do something to protect the image and
the for us to progress. That's why we're saying that the issue in the Republic of Cameroon is not about language. It's about being a Cameroonian.
The issue in Cameroon is a cultural. It's a social cultural identity problem.
Right.
You understand? Anglophones have become conscious of the game of trying to be Francophonized. That's where the problem is. And if that problem can be addressed, you understand? How do you justify the fact that we live in a country with almost 6 universities, and the University of Boya is obligatory to pass French to graduate, and it's not happening in any university in the world? So please.
We're not going to go into that debate. What we're saying is that, like the Kenneth Funcher of the Cameroon Sport explained here, part of the blame is that government has not taken the interest to teach us the 2 languages in an equal basis.
No, not teach us the 2 languages, make it obligatory.
No,
because the government, if the government made it obligatory that you must pass English in University of Yaoundé and Soa for you to graduate, as is being done in the University of Boya, then we'll know that this government has an intention to keep this country bilingual and in the other person. It's still assimilation. The government has carefully. Nobody is going to intimidate me particularly in this country. I am going to tell you, Mr. Nana.
Remember,
I have had quarrels. I have had quarrels with a lot. I can show you on my Facebook. Most francophone filmmakers write me on Facebook to say that pourquoi tu ne nous invites pas à Camif? I say, okay, Papa Sam, the only way you can go to a festival is submit a movie at the festival, right?
All right.
So submit your movie at the festival. If the movie is accepted, you participate at the festival.
All right.
And then when you even invite them, qui va me loger, qui va me occuper. We go to a Krangwa, they don't lodge us and they don't take us into consideration.
All right.
So you understand?
Gilbert, cool down. Those are the internal issues that have to be discussed in the background. Lodging, feeding, those are very tricky issues that we need to discuss because we need resources to get that going. And so we were on the 27th. So
on the 28th is on the 27th. All we have those workshops, and it's very important that we also notice that we are inviting the Northwestern University. It's an American university that will be in Cameroon.
Right.
And we've negotiated. Camif has negotiated that.
But Gilbert, again, we're talking about making it a Cameroonian issue. Just like a thought just came to my mind. We have the performing arts department in the University of Yaoundé 1. There's nothing wrong in going to the US, Europe to invite people. I hope you're extending invitations to them as well.
Well, like I told you, Mr. Nana Walter Wilson, I took my time.
All right.
I wrote a letter to the Minister of Communication, Minister of Tourism, Minister of Education. I wrote letters to everybody informing them about Camif and the possible collaborations that these ministries can have with the film industry and how they can move forward.
All right.
This is Cameroon.
I'm glad to hear that.
Somebody might look at a letter and keep it aside. I will not treat the letter immediately as if it means something.
All right.
And it might take months and years. Do you know that where I'm standing right now, the national television of this country has still not replied to me if they are going to come for Camif or not.
All right.
But they will reply to me, like last year they replied to me in June when the festival ended in April. So those are some of the things that you're having in terms of the administration when you write to some of them. You understand? When you write to those people, I don't know how they sleep at night, what run through their mind, if they actually know their responsibilities to Cameroonians.
Right.
So while we went to the Northwestern University, when we wrote to them, the next day, they replied to us that it looks interesting.
Okay.
They will review it. 1 week after, they said, okay, they will partner with us. So we are giving an opportunity for Cameroonians, young Cameroonians, to meet this university, go to school go and do classes at the Northwestern University. And this year, the winner of the best short film is going to travel to Qatar for 2 weeks for a training program sponsored by the Northwestern University. Those are the things that we do at Camif. So we are also looking at the closing ceremony on Saturday. Okay. We've tendered our invitations to the highest authorities in this country. I know that Mr. Kwam Paul, who's the DO of Boya, has been the patron of Camif, and he has been there every year supporting us, and he is very, very supportive and very encouraging us every day. And Mark Binglo of Mountain Hotel, without that lady, trust me, they will not be coming.
All right. And so, Gilbert, thank you very much.
Hopefully that the council of Buea
right.
can actually be the council of Buea.
Okay.
Because there is no time. It should be noted that there is no time that the council of Buea has ever come to Kamif. Okay. And I have given the mayor of Buea, Mayor Ekema Patrick, invitation personally, not once, not twice. Okay. I've been to his office, I've been to his residence.
Okay.
But he will not come. But he fails to understand one thing. When Film House came to Cameroon and said they were looking for a land to build a cinema in Buea, his constituency, his municipality would have benefited from that. All the top politicians, including Senator Mbelamuki, we invite them. But they don't come. They don't come not because they don't know what we're doing. But only them can digest what is making them not to come.
All right. Good message out there, my dear Gilbert Ebot, and that is why we're saying that it's all about the Republic of Cameroon. Those of these people in a position of responsibility, it is their role to ensure that the culture of this country is taking one step forward. And so, Gilbert, thank you very much. You're not going away. We just make a little transition from you to get to the nation's capital, but he was here, the Director General of the National Stabilization Fund, Mr. Johnson Okie, who has just been elected the National President of the Catholic Men Association. I'm sure, thanks to Media Freak, can we one day get in touch with the Director of the National Stabilization Fund. Let's welcome Mr. Okie out in the city of Buea.